Alrighty then. Are we up and running? I don't know. We can hope. Looking forward to this Judas Priest video. Lego Minecraft, huh? I don't know if I've ever checked out a video by Blockical. We'll put them on the watch later. I know I need to watch these other things too, but can't think about that. Cannot let that get me down. Have to just do my thing and take my time. Don't have a choice. We are where we are and we are how we are. I think I can turn it down by 1 pinch. Well, I used to be able to click on this and then pin it, but now it's not letting me. Alright, why can't we pin this message? Interesting, it won't let me pin anymore. And there's no icon and there's no little Alright, let's try refreshing this. There we go. Good. We're ready. No data. That's perfectly fine. Make sure everything is running. Oh yeah, we need to get my links. Let's not forget. Copy, close. Well, poopy. Oh, I take this one and put it in my favorite list. Good one. Come on, buddy. Wake up. I know I didn't take... Oh, my title's wrong. Oh, well. I'm not gonna undo it and redo it just for that. I'll just leave it. I messed up. I didn't see the thing on the title. Alrighty. Looking for a game. We've got a game. Okay. We now have our chat window, and it looks like we're talking a little loud, so let's try over here. How's this? Testing, testing. Seems to be about right, I'd say. Alright, well, since nobody's here yet, let's do a resource check and figure out where we are on my resources. Okay, it looks like I need to fix up my tools. And I only have mending on the one of them. This one needs mending. I probably don't have any mending books. I think I'm all out. But I think I can buy a mending book, but I should look to see. Everything is so, you know. And I also can get mending on my sword and mending on my axe. But I think I want mending on both of my picks first. So let's see if we can get that to work. Silky, gonna take some mending. Do I have enough enchant for it? Heck yeah, okay. Let's see if we can get these two bad boys fixed up. Is there anything else? Any other enchant? Oh, we have nothing left. Okay, we're all done. We'll gather some resources real quick. Check to see if anybody left me a present. Nobody's left me a present. We need to visit Ares Village at some point. Oh, I don't see anything on the screen. Let's fix that. Alright. There we go. Now I can see anybody that shows up. Let's grab us some wood. Oh, we need our ladder first before we do that. Okay, doggies, you guys like to go jumping up trees, so we're not going to have that happen. Get over here, pups. There's one of you. I'm just going to focus on getting us some wood here, so I can do some trading and maybe see about getting a book or two that I need. Oh, come on now. There is nothing in this world that is better than an efficiency 5 axe. Tell you what. Alright, next step is to see that we have enough of the different blocks for our build today. And come back here and grab some saplings. Because there should be some saplings shortly. Come on, pups, let's go inside. We're going to get a bunch of sticks and deal with these villagers and get some of my equipment fixed. And figure out what we're doing next, because I just don't know. Alright, you got your nose in the wall. Let's fix that really quick. Get all of my dogs up here, I guess. Get them all in a herd here in the corner. Alright, do I have any other strays running around here? Alright, pups. You and you can guard the villagers. Anybody else? Let's see, you and you can stay there, and you guys can just stay there. That's fine. Leaves me with 2 dogs and run around on me. Okay. Let's do our intro real quick. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Philosophy SMP. I apologize for the title. It is not DB Craft. Boy, that's a big zoom. It is Philosophy SMP. That's what we're doing today. I didn't change the title in the stream and kind of messed that up a little. So what we're going to do right now is get some resources, do some work, and check on our supplies, because we want to start building on this down there. That's our project for today. Let's get started. All right, let's make sure everything is running. I got that announced, so that can be gotten rid of. That. Okay, good. I didn't know I already recorded that. Apparently I had already seen it. We can stop and we can exit out of there. We don't need that anymore. And we are now showing our screen. Good. Good enough. Alright, let's check our stone resources. We gotta make sure we have enough for what we're about to do. We don't have anything in here. Dog, you seriously are getting on to everything, aren't you? Yes, you are. I heard that bark trying to tell me off. I don't want to wait too long to go out and get my saplings, so let's go get them now. We'll carry a potato, so we're not trying to claim anything. It's a beautiful day today, and I'm glad that I was able to log into the server. Ari said it was all my fault, so it probably was, but I could not get it to work the other day. Okay, looks like we got some saplings that have ended up over here in this tree. We don't want to lose all of our saplings. Is that all we've got? How many saplings did we get? 3. That's not quite enough to replant. Ah, but here's another one. Oof, that hurts. Alright, let's get a little further away from... I don't really know how to get further away. And we'll plant our 4 here. We're going to need some more of these vines too, because we're going to be using some more moss. I've got to see where I've got my blocks stashed and how much I've got. I do have a shulker box, and I can take the shulker box with me. I don't have it full of anything useful now. I was going to make a trading haul, and I didn't get around to it. Alright, first we need to have the things that we're recharging before we do that. I do not want my picks to die on me in the middle of our work today. Alright, he took quite a bit of it, and now we're in the yellow, so that's good there. We can do a little mining if we need. And now for you, to get you up, we've got 18 gems. Trying to figure out what the best thing to do would be. You know, we could buy a bunch of bows. Because it levels them up pretty quick, which gets me a lot of experience. And there's nothing wrong with having 100,000 bows. I mean, about dead anyway on one of these. In fact, let's take one and put it in here for redstone for later. I don't see a problem with that. We got plenty of arrows, so we don't have to worry about that. Food stashed. Everything else is stashed. Okay. Alright, let's go out and see what kind of resources we have. It looks like we've got our pieces of equipment relatively taken care of here. I should probably consider emptying the shulker box, taking it out of where it is, and using it to carry around with me. The only problem is if I lose the shulker box, my life will lose all meaning. It's hiding up there on the shelf. But yeah, let's grab that shulker box and make sure that we can... Wow, dog. In the way much, are we? There we go. Alright, let's empty this shulker box out and eat a little food. These are supplies that I believe Austin gave me. I have not visited anybody else's base other than Boston's. I've seen Ares City and been on the outskirts of it, but I haven't actually visited yet. It's on the to-do list. Do you think we should put the baby villager in there? Do you think a baby villager could be food? I don't know, man. It seems kind of dark to me. Alright, let's see. We're going to want some wood at some point. What do we have the most of? We have a lot of oak. And we don't have any, yeah. Alright, so we want to get some, definitely get some spruce. Alright, that's stuff to be repaired. Okay, let's go. I'm excited to get going on this. Okay, so this is our pallets. I'm going to leave this, but I don't think we need the chests anymore. Let's put our shulker down and just empty all this out. We kind of know our pattern. We've got our gradients here. We don't need these chests here anymore. We can take the stone saw with me too. We won't be able to fit all of this, I guess, into here. We'll run out of room eventually. Alright, so we could take some of this extra calcite that we probably won't need right now and keep it in this particular chest. It won't hurt me any to do that. Gotta fit everything in here so I don't have to come back for any of these supplies. Don't know if we're using the cracked bricks yet or not. We'll set that aside. And we can set aside 2 of the... No, we really are going to be using a lot of stone, so we'll keep them. Cracked bricks are a variation. We'll just stick them up here for right now. We don't need those. We might be doing that in the other stuff later. This is what we're using for our floor. And later in the build, we don't need this now. Here at the lower levels, I don't believe. We have everything we need here. Alright, so all that's left is to get us some wood. We've got our shulker box full of supplies, and then I have additional supplies down here. So let's go refresh my memory, see what we've stashed for myself down here. Cannot remember what all is in this chest over here in the corner. Alright, this is more of the terrain stuff that we've got here. We will want a couple of stacks of this. We'll take 3. We won't need the milk. We won't need the cobble. I don't think we need any of the other stuff here. Alright, so we'll sleep. Our tree should be built up by the time we get up. And we'll grab our tree. And then we'll have our wood for our interior elements. I'm in a transition kind of phase with my building right now. I'm not entirely sure where I'm at, but what I'm going to do is finish this. This is using my old build style, but since joining the Blockheads server and hanging out with Boston area, learning from them, getting inspired by them, and then just my general wanting to change and do a bit different, my building style has been changing, and now it's in a transition phase. I've been kind of stuck in the same kind of method of doing things, and I need to change that. So that's what we're going to plan on doing today. Oh, we've got an issue. Okay, so why do we have this? Alright, well, we can figure that out. All we have to do is kill some limbs. Let's get these dogs to sit. Doggies aren't very good when it comes to height. If I was a guessing man or a betting man, I'd bet that what we're dealing with here is that this is blocking the trees from growing. We are going to need that, not right away, we can start building without it, but we are going to need that spruce wood because we're going to have some wood in our build. It's going to be a combination of spruce because it kind of looks like the kind of thing you would think that would be used for this build. We're also going to throw in a little oak for a little bit of a lighter or contrasting look, and we might throw in some other stuff. Haven't totally decided yet. Alrighty. That should theoretically allow this to grow up and give me some of the materials that I need. Okay, I think we collected everything we need from here. Let's get to work. It's time to build. Health back up. Alright, we got a little bit of oak out of that and some more chunks of wood, but now we're going to go and we're going to build after we stash this. We'll put down our purple little box and we'll get going on the build, and you guys will see what we're doing. Now this will show up later in the long play that I'm working on, so be aware of that. This will be repeated, what you're going to see here in a fast forward kind of segment. Here on the live stream you get to kind of hear my thinking and see as I'm working on it, but when I'm working on it with the long play, it's just going to be a fast forward segment. I still haven't decided what I want to do with this wall here. This wall is throwing me off and I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with it. I do not believe I want it to shorten. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I think what we're going to do today, let's just grab my silky. Silky, I don't want the pick, yeah. I can get more use out of these blocks. And I'm just going to make a solid wall here. Make my life easier, pull out my shovel. Gravel is really annoying. Music today is by Slip.Stream, in case anybody is wondering. Alright, let's put my bed out and my purple here by the doggies. We do need to complete the floor. I'm trying to figure out where the best place. I really don't want to put it inside the build. Let's just go over here and put the bed right here and the purple right here. And that will get it right where I can get to it. I should get the stone saw as well, but I don't need it right yet. But at least I'll have it on hand, and that will be what we're going to work at. Ugh. Nothing like the sound of a buzzsaw near your ear at night when you're trying to sleep. Okay, so we need a combination of the mossy brick here for the lower part and the mossy cobble. That's what we're using on the lower part of this. We're going to transition to regular brick. So we have one cobble. We don't have any mossy brick or mossy cobble. Okay, well, I know we've got vines, and if we don't, I know where to get them. So, mossy cobble it is. I knew I was short on something, but I wasn't sure what. Alright, and I don't have any cobble in here, but don't I have cobble stashed somewhere? I know I do. There's some mossy brick. Here's some mossy cobble. Okay, so we do need to go shopping for some more cobble. I didn't realize we were that low. Okay, well that's fine. It's good to find out now. I do have enough of this, so I can make a couple of stacks of brick at least to get that done. I think I have to do the brick first. Memory is always a little wonky on these things. Oh, that's not enough vine. Alright, we'll do a real quick run for some cobble while we're out here. But we've got enough here to work on that back wall a little bit and get some building going. I'm kind of wondering though if I just want to go in really quick and get that cobble, so I don't have to come back in here. Seems like it would be the smart thing to do. Oh no, we got 7 of this. That should be enough to finish the back wall at least. Let's do that. Looks like I've got some cracked stone here. I don't know why it's there, but it's there anyway. And we'll put the plain stone right here. Piece of flint. Ooh, I like this song. This is cool. We're currently listening to the EDM Feels playlist. I'm going to add that to my favorites. It's a really good playlist. I have it on heart. Good. Okay. Good playlist. Alright, we got enough here to do the back wall. Let's do the back wall. It's almost nighttime. Break my legs. So I think we were focusing more on having like a heavier, like a cobble kind of appearance down here, I think is the plan for that part. So very little brick on the bottom row or 2 or 3 or whatever we're doing here. Alright, I don't think I like having 4 in a row here, so let's change that out. And I'm not necessarily happy about having 3 here. Okay, and then I don't know that we're going to come in on this back wall. I think we're going to leave it the way it is. So. Alrighty. Build mode activated. We're going. We're doing it. Alright, well we better do it later because it's nighttime and all the baddies are going to come out to munch on my tender little rear end. Gotta update Modrin, probably. Gotta update Iris for sure. Now for the second row, I think what we wanted to do... Oh yeah, we've added some stone there. Let's not mess that up. We gotta keep our pattern going here. Alright, plop this in. How does that look? Pretty good. So the next row up, after this final row, we're going to be dealing with some cobble. Yes, and I don't know that we're going to have this out here like a SOA, so let's remove that. We'll get some steps for that. Hello, Sir Marin. Welcome to the stream, and how are you doing? And I am doing okay. I could be doing better, certainly. I'm sure that could be said for a lot of us. And I could be doing worse, which again could be said for a lot of us. Alright. Thank you, and welcome to joining the stream. And yeah, it's nice to see you, man. Okay, back wall is complete. And now we're moving on to the next layer. And we need some steps. Can't jump up the stairs. You are doing very well. Ah, cool. How's your build coming? I know you were working on some kind of a base. How's it coming? Hey, we've had snow. Glad to hear you're doing well. Hope you didn't party too hard on New Year's. Alright, I think we'll make this one. Oh, upside down stairs. Not what we want. Now, this is where we have a bit of an issue that we have to figure out. Because we need to round out... Oh, we need to move my stuff. I didn't realize my stuff would be in the way of this. This is a good time to finish my terrain here. Alright, I need to find another place to take a nap. We'll move over here. Coming along, but I had vacation, so I've been on the server in some time. Been a couple of weeks for me too. I just got on this week. I haven't been on probably for 2 weeks. So, and I haven't been on vacation. Man, I'm jealous. I am officially jealous, Mr. Marin. I wish I was on a vacation. Sitting somewhere with a hot tub. I can't think of anything I might want more than that right now. Alright, let's etch out a little bit. We gotta figure this out. So we're building this into the terrain. We've gotta figure this out. This is gonna be tough. I want to push this out. But I don't want to crowd the wall. I want to lower it, I think, as we go towards the wall on that side, but keep the height possibly on this side, maybe. I think that's what we want. I don't know for sure, because I don't do a lot of terraforming, so we're going to find out. The original plan was, of course, to have the villagers down here somewhere, but not entirely sure how that's going to go right now. Let's sketch this out with the plain stone block and see if we can come up with an idea. And I don't know how high I want this terrain to go. I gotta figure that out too. That's gonna be another pain. Probably 2 or 3 blocks. I just don't want it to look like this solid cut off cliff is what I'm trying to do here. That's what we're looking for, something that doesn't look so cut off. That doesn't look right. If you do it that way, it would look totally wrong. I do want to hug the wall a little bit here on the lower end, which I think would be fine to go into the wall a little bit there. Yeah, we can go into the wall here on the low end. I should hire you to do this for me, Mr. Marin. I bet you're better at terrain work than I am. But the only way I'm going to learn is to do, right? Now, do we want any sort of a terrain extension going along here per se? Because this feels kind of sudden right here. And I don't want to make it feel too sudden, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And I almost think I want to push this out. Not everywhere, just in a couple of these spots. Maybe have some dirt right here. I will figure this out because I am a smart person and I have a brain and I'm going to figure out how to use it. I've been keeping this tree, but I think the tree is going to go away. Sacrifice for the greater good. Goodbye, oak tree. I'll see you on another world. All right. So the next step is maybe trace down this way somehow, possibly, or something. I don't quite know. Once this tree goes, I'll figure it out as it fades away. Hot tub, LOL. I was snowboarding. No, I'm not doing terrain. My specialties are circles and modern. Oh, okay. Not a big fan of the terrain work, huh? Well, I figured out pretty early on that, where am I at? That's the wrong button. I figured out pretty early on that the only way to get good at something is to make myself do it. So, for better or worse, here we are, attempting to create something. Alright, I don't know if I want to keep this retaining wall thick or thin. We're going to try thin retaining wall initially. Because I would like to see how that looks. Thank goodness I've got more than enough grass to get anybody through anything, and I can use my silky to get me some actual grass block. Dirt is what I meant to say. This might actually work out okay. I might actually like what I'm doing here. We'll see what happens. Tree is about dead. I'm going to remove this for now because I want to think about it some more. But we're definitely going to come around this side here for sure. No doubts. But I'm not going to rush it until I have some thinking time. So you're not into medieval architecture there, Sir Marin? Let's grab a stack of 2 of dirt here. I don't know that I have a specialty. I've done modern building. I've done medieval building. I guess you could say my specialty or my comfort zone is building very small structures. So this is pushing my comfort zone, trying to build something larger. I don't know. I remember that this one guy in this TV show that I watched, I can't remember the name, but I remember the guy's name. His name was Jenkins. Big, huge black dude. I mean, he must have weighed 400 or 500 pounds and 6 feet tall. Mr. Jenkins. And I remember what he said. He said, you know, everything you want's on the other side of your fear. So I try to dance with fear as much as possible because I know that it's hiding all the stuff I want. I gotta get better, and the only way I'm gonna do that is if I give fear a couple of dances. Let fear have his dance card, you know? So I gotta get outside of the comfort zone. And so all of this is all new to me, and I have to just deal with the uncomfort. And I'm good with that, you know? Because if you're comfortable, you ain't growing. I see Mr. Marin has joined the game. I can, but it's more intricate. I find modern easier. Yeah, modern is easier. I 100% concur with that. Okay, so what I was thinking at first was maybe circling, but what I'm going to do instead, let's get this wall going here on the back and on the side. So what we're doing here on the side is we're doing a plain stone wall with this brick texture. So we will get my... Oh, Mr. Marin, if that was you that left the goodies in my chest, I don't know if you can still hear me if you're on the stream or not, but I think that might have been payment for some of the stuff I did for you, but if that was you, I didn't thank you, and I wanted to thank you, so thank you. I don't know exactly where it came from. If it wasn't you, then, you know, I still appreciate the payment. I think it was you that paid me for helping with the project of yours where you wanted some smooth stone or something like that. So, appreciate it. Alright, what did I decide? I did not decide any special rules here. Let's see, probably something like that, and then maybe a brick here. Oh, it was more than enough. In fact, if you need any more resources, let me know, and I'll be glad to get you some more resources if there's something you want help with. Just give me your order, and if I'm able to fill it, I'll put it in the chest for you, and you can grab it whenever. I'll let you know on the Discord if I can fill it or not. I won't know until I know whatever it is that you're looking for. Yeah, it was more than enough, so thank you. It was almost like having a Christmas present, you know. I logged on to the server and I come in and there's this box full of goodies waiting for me. And I was like, wow, that's cool. Like that. Probably the best Christmas present I got this year, sad to say. Alright, enough of that depression. We're not going to be depressed. Alright, where am I at? Oh, it looks like we're using moss. We're not using plain stone. Well, I think I want to use non-mossy, actually. So let's change that, because I don't think I like using... if I've got to be honest, I think I'd rather have plain stone up here in this part. But we will have to bring in a couple of mossy chunks along the edges just to kind of bleed, because everything needs to bleed into the other layer. So we'll put in some mossy chunks once we figure out our design here. Make sure we're happy with it. Once we get this wall up, we can then see where we're at as far as the rest of the terrain. Because we also have to figure this part out here. So we've got a bit of work ahead of us. Black dye is what I'm looking for. Did I have, was it this world or the other world? This is the world where I can get a lot of black dye, and I can do it through a very ingenious method. Black dye. Give me 1 second. I need to find my... Oh, they're down here. There's probably a more efficient way of doing this, and I'll have to remember to check every once in a while. But for right now... How many stacks of black dye do you need, sir? Alright, let's get some of this in the water, because they drown on this. So, if I do this right... Okay, this won't work. I want it right at water level, which it is, okay. Just got to remember to check these every once in a while. Alright, this should do the trick, although we might run out of scaffolding before we get all done. Alright, if we check here later, we will see if we have any luck. But for right now, let's do a little swimming. Hello, sir. Because I have an area here where these guys die all the time. Oh, that gave me 5. Do I have looting on my sword? I can't remember. I need to get looting on it. No actual squids were harmed in the making of this video. Come on, guy, develop a pair of lungs already. You're really just not very good at swimming, are you? Health regeneration is not good on this. I feel a little bit bad about killing all these poor guys. Alright, we'll see if we get any traps for the rest of them. I have some in storage. We'll see what we've got. I know I've got quite a bit because there was a lot of squids dying on the scaffolding. That is pretty loud music. I'm going to turn that down on you. Let me see. I need about 2 shulkers, so 54 stacks. Oh boy. Black concrete, is that what we're making? Okay, well, I'll have to do basically a squid farm for that kind of numbers. But I'll put what I've got in the chest. It'll get you started. I don't need the black dye right at the moment. I don't have a lot. I thought I had more than that. I know I have more than that. I was killing squids left and right. I better double check that chest. I must be getting streamer blindness, as they say. Yeah, because I know I have a lot more than that. I was killing those darn... Hello, Mr. Marin. I see you up there. I killed a lot more than that many. I know that much. Black concrete and black glass. Okay, well, thank you for the shulker. Okay. The book. Oh, book is respiration. I thought it was a shulker. Thank you for the book. I'll talk eventually. Thank you for the book. Did you just log in to throw a book at me? Oh, you just teleported away. Okay, I got you. Alright, do I have enough levels to put this on my head? Okay, let's see. I don't know if I do. Nope, but I will set it aside. It will be used later for my helmet. Alright, well, I don't know if I can do 54 stacks. That's a heck of a lot, but I will get you what I can get you. I've been meaning to make a squid farm anyway, so I will look up how to do a squid farm. Meantime, I'm going to get back to building and then I'll check on the scaffolding occasionally and see if I get any squid tangled up in that. I might put a little more scaffolding out. We'll see if I'm getting any results. I was getting a whole bunch of them left and right before. Just off the scaffolding, they keep beaching themselves and dying all the time. Oh, okay, I've got plenty of scaffolding. I don't have to worry about that anytime soon. Oh, you don't have any shulkers, you died. Okay, well, it was something purple. I saw you throwing something purple at me, and I thought, oh, that's a shulker he wants me to fill. But it was a book. I only saw it for a second, you know. I am an old man and pretty blind. I'll just set up a bunch of this because I know that they like to come in here and drown on these, so at least I think they drown on these. If I remember correctly, I've seen them do it. And if not, we'll find a more effective method. Squid farms aren't really that hard to build, but they are intricate. Alright, I think that's all we're going to need to finish this out. Okay. Any deaths yet? I see no floating equipment. Alright, well, now all I have to do is research squid farms. If this doesn't yield any results while we're building, I'll get myself a squid farm up and running. I would love to learn how to make more ink anyway. I know flowers are easy. You can get that with an iron farm, but at least the red ones. Sorry that you died in the end there, Sir Marin. Do we have anybody in the shopping districts that is providing recovery chests yet, or do we need that? I don't have a business yet over there, but I could be persuaded maybe to look into a end box or death box type of business, perhaps. I don't know. But that would require me to advance a little further in my own game, and right now I'm not very far along, so I probably won't be able to do it. I'm sure there are other people on the server that are in better position than I am. But I can consider that as an idea if nobody else does it. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to bleed. Not a lot, and not literally, because that might make some people pass out. But we want to bleed a little of what's there down here and what's here up there. So what that means is we have to throw in the occasional, not very many, and not in just any random spot. Let's be more thoughtful about it. But we're going to put in the occasional moss. So maybe one here will have a moss. And I just need to get the moss in my slot here. To bleed that up there, and perhaps we'll have one more here. Because that's really close to that terrain that we're doing up here. And then we have to bleed down. Probably here would be a good spot. Maybe here. And that helps those two walls to blend together a little better. And I almost think I should have one more moss up here. Most important item I lost is your... Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That really hurts. When you lose your elytra, it hurts. It doesn't bother me. It's kind of funny because everybody else, they lose their elytra, and that's just like the death of them, you know? Because they just want to fly everywhere, but I walk everywhere, so it doesn't really make a difference. I'm not normal. I just don't mind stomping around all over the place. That's fine for me, you know? Let's just do 3 for now. But yeah, I should get myself an elytra too. And I can definitely do some end rating. That's not a big deal for me. I can do that. I understand how to do that, so. Okay. I'm trying to think where the best spots are going to be for this bleed here. Okay, just a little should go a long way for that. Here's my last batch to do. Okay, so that's done, and it will bleed over probably here and maybe here. Couple of planes. And then we got a slight problem here. We've got too many of these guys in a row, so let's fix that, because there should never be more than 3 in a row at a time. And that feels kind of copying, so let's take this one and change that out. That's better. Not perfect, not going to be, but that's as good as we can do right now. Alright, so now let's figure out, now that we've got our wall up, how our terrain's going to be laid out. We're getting closer now to the next level that we're going to be building. Okay. I swear I have a lot more of that ink than that. Well, come on, it's nighttime already. Let me sleep. I want to sleep. Let me go to bed. I don't want the creeper to get me. I can't get to my water jug. I hit it on myself. Okay. Let's see if we've had any luck getting ourselves some squid. This is not a very effective at all way of farming squid, by the way. In case anybody wanted to know. Not effective. But I swear they were getting tangled up in my scaffolding all the time when I was building this terrain, so I thought this might work. Not seeing any results yet. Alright, I think I want to go over here and make sure I'm not suffering from streamer blindness. Check for ink sacs. No, there's no ink sacs in here. But I know I have some. I just don't know where they are. That's a challenge, that one. I can do stones pretty easily, but ink sacs, that's a challenge. They only come, the black ink only comes from the wither rose and the squids, I think. Alright, so here we go. We've got this level done up. We got that level done up. And now we've got to figure out how we want to blend these guys together. Now, one of the choices that we have is to end it right here at this corner of this wall. But the problem with that is up here we have a problem too. This will be fine shortly because eventually there will be a wall. In fact, probably here very shortly there'll be a wall here going up. I think we can leave that alone. But probably the best bet is to just take this whole corner and to just go that way with it. I think. And I don't think we want that one any higher than it is. Oh, we need to look at this from a distance. So let's take a peek over here. Other than this bit of a wall right here, this part here, I don't know what to do. Because this is kind of fugly. But other than that, it seems to be okay. But let's try an experiment. Now this probably, yeah, that probably won't normally be there. Probably plain stone, but I can't say for sure on that. And then the next question is, do I want to make this a wall like I've done over here? One of these kind of walls where you've got the cobble and the crack. And then I have the little divots like I've built there, like an artificial wall, or do I want to leave it like a natural wall? That's the next question we've got to ask myself. All right, now I think I'll just get the shape down and I'll worry about doing the other part later. Okay, that's a little better. All right. If we're going to do retaining wall, we might get rid of this and just push this wall out a bit right here. If that's what we're going to do. Probably create something like this. A small ledge just built right in, and then all we have to do is come in here. Oh, that's the wrong one to grab. And grab these bad boys. Fill that in with the dirt, and then all we need is a grass block, and we can have ourselves some grass growing, but it looks like we've already got that covered, so. Alright, so that's what we're thinking. I actually like that, and then I'm going to take this wall and we're going to remove it. We're not going to remove it entirely or, you know, perfectly or beautifully, but what we are going to do is trim this down and retrace out our step here. And we'll go check our impromptu squid farm again and see if we're having any luck. Okay, so what we want to trace out here. I'm trying to think the best way to do this, but what I want is kind of swooping in. Perhaps something like this. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. I don't know if this is good or bad. And then we've got this wall here. We've got a bit of an issue here. Okay, so that's part of the curve of that wall, so we will leave that because we want the walls to kind of not match. We don't want it to be too artificial looking. We want it to look a little artificial, but we also want it to look a little bit natural. Alright, let's see if we can flesh this out at all a little bit and make it look a little bit better. Alright, I'm trying to think, possibly remove that. Shave it down just a little bit. Of course, this all has to be removed. And then we have to figure out how the train's gonna run through here. That's our next thing. I'm thinking like that, but I don't know for sure yet. We'll look at it from a distance and see what we've got. Get rid of this. Alright, so there we go. We've got our terrain here going to the side of the building. What it looks like from a distance. We'll fit that in there next. But I think this is going to work, folks. I kind of like it. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. We're going to go down and check our impromptu squid farm shortly. And then get back on the building. We've got an hour building left to do. My mic kind of moved on me, so let me know if that's a little clearer now. Alright, so next order of business. Okay, and then all we have to do is figure out where our stairwells are going to go. Now, I would like to, I think, round this part off. So I think what I want to do is do this. Take a little bit of work here, but we'll figure this out. I just want to round this so that it kind of meets and then comes back around over here as it already has. So that's good. We'll use plain stone again, and we'll just jazz it up later once we have the path out. Alright, and then this here isn't going to work anymore. We need just a little bit more out of this. All right, we'll tuck some dirt under there, and all right. If we have the layout the way we want, we're happy with it. All right, and that will kind of come to a head where that is, and then this. I think what I'd like to do here, this is probably going to be part of a path. So we'll bleed it. We'll bleed a little bit of dirt in one and stone in the other to kind of differentiate the two coming together. See if we like what we've got here. May or may not work, but we can try. Let's give it one more kind of... I don't want to get too patterny here. So let's remove that and this and do instead that. There we go. Now it kind of bleeds and then becomes dirt. So that fits a little better, and that can go all the way around the building or around the edge or whatever we want to do there. This whole area here could actually be this, or I might change it to a different path. I'm not sure yet. That is looking a heck of a lot better. Let me know what you guys think in the chat, but I am very happy with what I'm seeing here. And it makes sense, you know, for what we're doing, it makes sense. I'm gonna put a dirt plot here so I can get up here. Yeah, that's blending it in really nicely. All right, let's get that wall in. It's time to get a wall in. So I think what we decided when we get up to the further layers, let's make sure my stream is running and we're not having any issues. Nope, we're doing good. Running well tonight. So what I decided was we're going to bleed in and we're going to start bleeding in this for the, I think this is going to be the lower levels. So plain andesite, stone, diorite, and that's plain diorite, and can't think of the name of the other thing, but it'll come to me eventually. Calcite. We're going to run out of room. So here's my andesite, diorite, calcite, and plain stone. Now let's go down and check to see if anybody has decided to die for me in my little experiment. This is weird music. Alright, so let's try to figure out my actual and put it down here so I don't forget my thought of gradient. It's gonna bleed to the main developed parts of the house into this regular developed blocks. We're gonna remove one of them. But we'll have to do some peppering in between. So this next layer is going to be a completely new experiment. So andesite, diorite, calcite. There we go. Okay, that's our grid. Let's go look down here and see what we've got going on with the critters. Oh, let's grab this and put some torches up really quick. Need a little more lighting around here so we don't get a bunch of bad guys coming after me. All right. So the next layer will be a 3-layer. Oh, I need to be sure to thank you, Sir Marin. I don't know if you're on the stream anymore or not, but thank you for the book. I will repay you. I will have some, eventually I will have some ink for you. Well, dye. Dye comes from the ink. I gotta do some basic squid farm mechanic looking tonight. Yeah, we can wrap the stream up in about a half hour so we can get a wall up here and figure out how this garden's gonna blend into that wall and start getting this whole thing figured out. This would be nice. Okay, so the next step. This is where things get tough. I expanded this out because I wanted to have a base that was a little bit higher. I'm gonna fix the walls here first, but I do need to get in here and get this up. I think 2 more. Was this meant to be a 4? I believe it was meant to be a 4. Yeah, might even be meant to be a 3, but memory evades me right at the moment. Let's really quickly do that because I don't want to get lost on where things are supposed to be placed. So let's get myself some of this and we can work a little on this circle. We didn't have to go shopping for cobble. We will after we do this next ring. Next part of the ring is still going to be brick and cobble. Love watching the sunset. I will probably remove or pattern out this bit of stone right here, but not right now. Actually, I bet you I have a stack here. Oh no, I have a stack of cobble. Okay, hold on a minute. We'll go and turn that cobble into our last little bit of we only have to build like the next 2 parts of the ring and then we'll be set. Then I gotta figure out how the stairwells are gonna go. That's gonna be the next task. Oh yeah, 48 mossy cobbles ought to be enough to do 2 layers of this ring. I'm really liking the way I've done the terrain here. It's really sweet. It just has to be properly bordered and I haven't been able to do that yet. Alrighty, so start from one end, work my way around, and we'll keep an eye on the squiddies down there too. We've got quite a tall order waiting for me to try to fill. Wow. That didn't help me none. I guess what I was trying to figure out is when it comes to the stairwell level, am I going to use a stairwell or not? I don't remember what I was planning on that. I don't know, and I can't say because I don't remember. Alright, now let's take a look at our ring and make sure that it's going the way we want, but I think it is meant to go. Yeah, and I think we're going to think about putting stairs, so we're going to give it a try and see what we think. Okay, we've got a little bit too much repetition right here. We need to fix this. A little bit too much here as well. Maybe right here. Better, okay. Too much here. That looks good. Alright, we got a bit of an issue here, and I'm not sure the solution. But we'll find it. Too repetitive. Alright, that's not terrible. Alright. Really like how some of this came out around here. It's really nice. Quite pleased with the overall effect. I think we did not do too bad, although I might not keep the trees up there. I don't know if the trees make much sense, but I have to think about that some more. Alright, so the next part is the part that I'm not sure about. But let's see if we can figure it out. We're going to turn this into stone steps and stones and cobble steps and continue our pattern with stairs. But here's what I don't know. I don't know how they're going to match or mesh or work together, if I want them leaning more towards the inside or the outside. I just don't know. This is where life gets a little bit tough. But we like a challenge, so. Alright, how's this look so far before we get too invested? Let's see how it looks so far. Has the effect that I kind of wanted for the outside of this. It is, oh come on now, let me get up there. It is blending like I wanted. I think it might work. I'm holding my breath. Found a stray block I needed. Hey, one tree still survived this. One tree left. Actually, why don't we make my life easier? Let's get ourselves some ladders. We only need a few ladders to get me up to where I can get into and out of my tower while I'm working on it. Not that big a deal. Hello, Black Bill. Welcome to the stream. I just saw you there, man. How are you doing today? And how is your hardcore world doing? Are you 5,000 days there now, or 10,000, or 100,000, or something like that? You know, I gotta tease you a little bit. MLG, MLG, MLG. Okay. Water bucket tricks, huh? Well, you caught me before I left today, so awesome. Nice to see you, man. I'm doing the trickiest part of this whole thing right now. Trying to calculate this out is like, I don't know what to say it's like, but it's tedious. For sure. Now Ares a rainy server strikes again. Alright, I think it might be nighttime. Time for bed. I know that Black Belt doesn't like me sleeping, but I gotta sleep. I don't feel like being chewed on by zombies and creepers and whatever else is out there. Be sure to let me know, Black Belt, if you're experiencing any issues with audio or anything else. I appreciate it. I know you've always been really good at that with me, and I appreciate your help with that. You know, when you haven't gotten into the routine for a while, it's kind of hard to keep track of everything and make sure it's all running right. Oh, if you know of any good, simple squid farms, let me know in the chat. Sir Marin would like to have 52 stacks, believe it or not. Of black ink. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll be able to do that for him. Oh, that didn't actually catch him. I thought they got caught on that before. Let me see if this guy dies. I'm curious to see. No, he didn't drown himself. Usually they get up on the scaffolding and they don't handle it very well, but they're pretty smart these last few times. Will we have enough blocks to get us through? That is the question. But we're all dying to know. Well, they're not drowning, so I know that ain't gonna work for a squid farm. All right. It's funny when you think about it that squids can drown in the air. Woohoo! It matched! Yay! Okay, let's see how bad this looks. I'm on day 2030. Everything sounds good. Thank you for letting me know, and that's awesome that you're on day 2030, man. That is cool. Alright, well, let's see if we can find where I made a mistake, because I bet you $1 million that I've made a mistake somewhere in here. I think I already see one, but I'm not sure yet. Because doing this is not the easiest job in the world, I'll tell you what. Okay. Yeah, they're all supposed to look like that. You know what? I think I got it right. Who'd have thunk it? Alright, now this is here to help me remember where it is that this big circle comes in at. And then the smaller one comes in just inside of it right here. And we build these, mesh these buildings up with each other, they're going to have to join up. I gotta get this floor in too. Alright, well, let's see if we can't do some more of this here. Get this all put in, see if I even want to. Not particularly a fan of that. Doesn't look good to me. Okay, let's try a different approach. What do I think of doing it this way? You know what? I think I'm going to like that, and that's what we're going to do. Even if it's not what I actually am going to like, but I'll give it a try. We are going to run out of materials, though, unfortunately. Hey! No fair going in there the wrong direction. Alright, we are missing something. We've got 3 here, we've got 4 here. Give me a minute, I have to look at this and get my head wrapped around it. It takes me a second. Oh, okay, I think I know what I did wrong. Maybe. Yes, okay. Excuse me, I'm half asleep. Okay, those ones are fine. This wall matches that one No, I see an issue. This wall here should be the same. All of these walls should be the same. They should all equal 5. So why is this one so much bigger? I did something wrong, folks. I see it, but I don't know what I did wrong, and I don't know how to fix it. Hold on a minute, Black Belt, and I will look in your chat. I've got to solve the mystery. So how you doing today, Black Belt? You doing good? Your New Year's go well? Yeah, that's way too big on that side, and that's too small compared to what it should be. And I thought I had this all calculated out, and that's 4. Alright, well, let's get down outside and we'll look on the outside, see if maybe we just added something in the wrong spot. We should be right on the edge of my structure. Oh dear, I have made a boo-boo. Alright, let's get out some dirt, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to figure this thing out. Dirt's the easiest block for me to break, so if I get that, I can just do 2 stacks of dirt and I can real easily trace out where the pattern's supposed to be and how it's supposed to be, where the circle is. And fix the wall. It's good to catch it now instead of later when we're trying to do stuff. We don't want to get distracted, so. I'm doing okay, Blackwell. Thank you for asking, man. Other than, of course, messing up my pattern here, I'm doing fine. So, it's 3, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. Ah, found it. I found it. Easy to fix, maybe. Alright, so this is supposed to be 3. Let me think now. 3, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3. Right? So there's my 1, 1, 1, 1. I need 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Maybe I can pull this off and fix this up. Sleepy time. You're planning in June. Yeah, that can be stressful. Do you have a good best man to keep an eye on you and help you out? Got to have a good guy that's going to be on the ball for you there and help you get everything situated. get all the stuff organized, because it can be stressful otherwise. I'm not entirely sure that's perfect, but it's perfect enough to make me happy. I'm just glad that I found the error, because I don't like it when things don't line up the way I had planned. Okay, let's get in here and work on this part. And then we'll get the next layer up and we'll get the stairs around the edge. That's the plan. Uh-oh. I think our music died. Gonna have to fix it. Darn music. Hey. Now that. Ah! Come on. Seriously? All right, I say hesitantly, but I think we've got it now. And that's not supposed to go up there. It's supposed to go down here. Although we might do something like that later. I don't know yet, but these are the supports for the lower part of it. Oh, that's not going to work. This actually has to be that, and this actually should be one of these. All right, continuing on. All right, I'm trying to think where else we need to put one of these bad boys. Trying to anticipate the pattern ahead of time. That's gonna be sweet. Boy, it makes my head hurt a little bit looking at it all, but it's gonna be sweet when it's all done. It sure will be. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna get us some more music. Oh, that's good. That's nice. I'm glad you have some help there, Black Belt. That's awesome. I think all I need is the saw. So is she a gamer girl? Is she going to play video games with you? Are we going to see a new series by Black Belt with his gamer girl there building stuff in Minecraft? I'm curious to know. You don't have to let me know if you don't want to. I'm just curious. Let me know what you guys think of what we're doing here in the chat. Does it look good? Does it look bad? You know, do I know what the heck I'm doing? I probably don't, but let me know. Okay, we've done it. Now we just have to come in here and get rid of this dirt now. We don't need it anymore. Now we figured out what I did wrong. I'm glad I took a minute to fix that, though, because that could create problems down the line. Alright, so I think what we want is maybe here, possibly here, maybe a couple there, possibly there. Nope, that's too much. Let's fix that. Okay. All right, folks, there we go. It's done. The bottom part of this. But this is where things are going to become more of a headache. You see how this is up here and I've got these 3 torches here? There is another ring that we have to build. And we'll lay it out on the ground so you can kind of see. The idea of this was to have the base be slightly wider than everything else. But that means that now we've got this other circle we have to... I don't even remember how the other circle went. My poor brain. Anyway, we'll figure it out, hopefully. So we're going to lay it out inside here, and this will help me to trace it out better. Then we'll get on to the music, because I know we need some music. Now this side doesn't seem quite right, so we have to figure out why it's not hugging the wall the same. So 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2. See, this is slightly off here now. I see another flaw. It's good that we've done this because now we can see where the flaw is. Now, I need to figure out where I've messed up here. Usually it helps to have like a center. But I'm not going to bother with that right now, right yet. I don't think I need it. I just need to remember the pattern, so... Figure out where I messed up. 1 2 3. Is it 1 2 3, not 5? Because the back one was 5. Oh, yes. Okay, well, there you go. That's where we messed up. So it's supposed to be 1 2 3. Okay. Simple enough. Okay. I think we got it. Don't quote me, but I think we got it. Trying to pick up all these stray dirt clods I've left lying around. Well, that's not where that's supposed to go. Alright, let's go solve the music problem. I don't see any other stray dirt clods. I think we're good. Alright, so this circle that we're seeing down here, let's get an aerial view to show you guys. But this circle here on the ground is going to be repeated right up above where we've added these stairs. And I have to figure out the way I want to do it. Do I want to put blocks in here and then stack on top, which seems the most logical course of action? Or do I want to do it a different way? Not 100% sure. But once we get it, we need to match it with this here. And we want this here to be kind of built into the circle. And we want it to look good. So we're really working hard at this, trying to match all this together. So that's the plan. You may see her, but I don't know. Oh, okay. I recently caught a video by a user on YouTube by the name of Honeyblocks. Not a very well-known channel. It's going to be in one of my Tiny Tubers later. Did some very good videos. And they're with their wife. They're married and they play together. She does the horse collecting and things like that because that's what interests her, and he does the building. It was really cool watching them work together. I hope that if I find a female that actually can tolerate me, that she'll be a gamer girl too. All right, we're going to wrap here in about a half hour. We're going to first go down here and try to find out where we lost place. Okay, we ran out of room. Let's do sad hour. I have no idea what sad hour is, but let's go sad hour for a little bit. I'm not really feeling particularly sad, but you know. All right, well, we need some cobblestone. And then we can get on the next part of building this. So let's run into the mines real quick. Check, see if our tree grew up. I can't really hear what they're singing, so I'm going to turn up the volume just a pinch. Oh, I kind of like this. Not really my mood, but I like the lyrics. It's nice. Somebody gave me a cherry tree black belt, so I've got myself some cherry trees growing here now. You know what? I'm not looking forward to working tonight, but overall, I'm okay. I think I'm going to be alright tonight. Back isn't killing me as bad as it was. I think I can handle it. I didn't feel like I could handle it yesterday. But tonight, maybe I can handle it. Alright, well, we need to do just a brief amount of cobblestone mining. We don't need much, just a whittle. Just a stack, maybe. Bah. Oh, I've got a baby zombie trying to get me. Gonna get me. I'm not paying attention. Gonna get me. This is all covered in water out here. Is this also in the water? I think it is. Gotta love gravel. Well, that's as far as we're getting there. Alrighty. We're all flooded. I don't need a huge amount. One stack will be enough to get me where I need to go. Alright, let's see how much that gave me. Nah, almost a stack. We're almost there. Do one more row. Alright, well, for right now, I don't have an extra ladder with me, I don't believe. Maybe downstairs in the mining orifice I do. So we'll plug the hole for now. Come in here with a ladder if we've got one. Oh, hush there, Mrs. Witch. You and I ain't got nothing to talk about. Where's that water coming from? Over there? Okay. Alrighty. Let's see if we have any ladders anywhere, but we've got a stack, so that's all we need. I like the piano, that's nice. I believe I have a mining office down here, but I don't remember what I have in it. Oh, I've got a headache all of a sudden. Ooh, that's not fun. Migraine! Good old migraine. How are you doing, migraine? Oh man, I wish I could tell you to go away. I can make a ladder. Alright, let's go plug that hole, and I guess we'll just slop the other ladder pieces on the wall for later. But we're going to at least put the ladder in there, and that'll let some light through. I've got drowned trying to come after me. Everybody in this game wants to kill me. Everybody and everything. In case you're wondering why the ceiling's dripping, is I'm under a big giant cistern here. Oh, I don't need it. Do I need this one? Don't need that one either. Okay, well, let's go pick up what we've got, and let's go grab the other ladder. I don't want it to go to waste. We got our water level out of the way here, so we'll have 4 ladders here on the wall, and this will be for later if we ever need to plug another water hole. Alright, I think I've got enough cobble here to go ahead and do this last little bit. This will be the last bit before stream ends. Get the last part of this ring up, and again, you are going to see this later in the long play, but it will be fast forward without the commentary. So you only get the commentary here on the live stream to know what I was thinking and the processes I was going through, and that's all exclusive right here, folks. Actually, we better not. If I need more stone brick, I need to make sure that I can get my hands on it. We'll just take off with this for right now. I really like how what we did today, how it came out, folks. I'm really happy with it. All of this little spots here are going to get replaced and turned into a path at some point. But for right now, I kind of like it. Is somebody here? I see somebody's AFK. Sir Marin is here. Well, I've already said hi to Mr. Marin. Okay, starting at the end again. And if I'm right, yes. Coming inside gets me ready for the next part. I've got to figure out, this is where it gets tough, because I've got to figure out how to meet the circle. Where is I don't have my stone on me. Why don't I have my stone brick on me? Did I not bring it, or did I use it up and don't remember it? I only have 2. Well, good thing I didn't use up the vines now, isn't it? Alright, a good thing I have an extra crafting table with me. Make this real quick. Gotta wrap this up and get on to the next task today. Okay, that should be enough to get us through, I hope. I'm almost wondering if I shouldn't build up this inside wall, because I gotta have that be right, you know, when I get it all done, but I think not gonna worry about it yet. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna add one. Oh. Okay, just trying to figure out which pieces go best here. I'm not 100% sure. We're just kind of guessing. Because when this gets done, we have to figure out what adjustments to make so that we can have the next thing we need. I gotta get this right, dude. This is tough. Oh, finally my heater comes on. Yay! I don't have to freeze anymore, heater. Man, the kind of thinking that I have to do here makes my brain hurt. But I like exercises that make me stretch. What I don't like is exercises in futility. I'm due for a raider to show up here any minute. They usually like to show up right when I'm in the middle of building. One of their favorite things to do. All right, if we didn't mess something up. Okay. So now we're closer to the alignment. The tower is going to go in the 3 of this. That's 4 right now. Are we off center by a little bit? I think we might be. Let me see here. Yeah, we're slightly off center. I'm not entirely sure how or in what way. Just that we is. This will take a second. I gotta go through this and make sure I didn't miss something. Nope, that's all accurate. This should not be like that. Oh, yes. This is one off. Good thing I caught that. Okay. Give me a minute, I gotta fix yet another issue. The fine tweaking a guy has to go through around here, I swear. This here is supposed to be 3, and it's not. I don't know how it avoided being 3, but it did. Alright, we need a stairwell, and we need another stairwell. Okay. Now this will be regular stone, and then we'll cap it in here. Okay. And then now we're going to grab that one, and I think we're going to use 2 regular stone mossy brick here. Alright, so that's correct now, and we're all matching up, so. But this one here is one off of what we need, so we'll add that there to that, because that lines that up. We'll add that there to that to line that up. Line that up right there, that's all good. That's all lined up. I'm not entirely sure what to do about these extra biddles and bobbles we've got going on, but I will figure it out. Alright, so now our inner ring is matched best as we can do here, and then we've got this extra little bit that we can work with, and we can decide if we want to put stairs to support it, or we can leave it as is. I'll probably return to that subject later, and in fact what I think I'm going to do right now that I've got this all done, I think I'm going to remove the dirt. I think we're all matched up. Let me double check that statement. Should not be too hard to figure out how to match it here with this next part. I'll leave it in place. So we'll remove the rest of the dirt. We'll leave this part here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the stairs. I know we took a little bit of time adding them. I'm going to remove them because I have an opportunity here to rethink how I want to do the actual supports under here. And I want to take advantage of that. So I want to think about it, sleep on it, figure out what I want to do, how I want to go about it, what kind of support I want to put in. I haven't even figured out windows or anything like that yet. So there's got to be maybe 1 or 2 narrow windows down here. Par for the course, you know, for this. But now let's get the next ring up and then we will wrap and go to chat. Because I got to get ready for work and maybe try to have a little supper before I get over there. I think I picked everything up. I didn't miss anything. I'm going to keep this moss here on the corners of the floor. But I will change the deep slate out, I think, to something else. Because that doesn't make much sense down there. So, if I've done my job correctly, and there's no guarantee I have, if I go in here to our next batch, which is plain stone and this. And then we get into the next part of the wall, which will be the white that we have all ready to go, and I can work on that video tonight and try and do a little editing before I go to work, maybe. Get some work done tonight. Alright, so let's go back here to the end and see if we can't figure out how to put this all together. Put the little bow on it and call it good. Oh, looks like we got 1 more row that we need to have. And we don't have enough. We have only 2. So we're all out of vines. We have enough cobble to do it. We just have to go get it. Okay, well, we got 1 more row before we can continue and get to the next one. I just kind of want to see where that ring, that narrower ring, is going to go and how it's going to operate. Vines are easy. I've got vines coming out of my ears. In fact, if I wanted to, I could probably make a store selling vines. Not what we were looking for, folks. Alright, with 37 I should have enough to finish that wall, get a little more cobble going. Let's grab that. I need to eat a potato. We're getting hungry. All right, that's about a stack, so I think we're good here. That's all we're going to need. We'll just take half of it. We don't want to use it all up, but we'll take half of it, use that. And then, yep, it's time to go. It is 7 o'clock, so it's a perfect time to wrap her. I'm very happy with the progress made today. I think this is going to look really cool. I hope and pray it comes out the way I want, the way I'm hoping, the way I see in my head. All we can do is hope. That's all we got. Alright, let's grab, yeah, let's do that. That's fine. There we go. We don't have to worry about getting any more of the mossy or any of that, because we're going to have to bleed it through anyway. Alright, so here we go. Trying to think the best way to go about this. Alright, what am I missing here? Why is there... I'll have to look because I don't know why there's an extra spot there. All right. Now this, of course, presents us with another question. Which is, how do we deal with this part here? And I don't know yet. I've got to figure out how to blend these two together, and that's going to take me a little time to think about that. But I will figure it out. It's one thing I can do. Okay, so let's see where we're at. Everything here on the outside is looking good. This is maybe a little off. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, this has to be 2. Because we have to do 3, 2, and then 1. And then this is supposed to be 2, but it's not going to quite be 2. Yeah, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, so that is correct. Okay. Last order of business. We're going to take a look at the outside, and we're going to figure out if there's anything we can do to make that match better or work better or blend better. I don't know yet. This block doesn't belong here. Okay, so we have this little stray nugget here. I think the best course of action right now, just add a block. I think that's what we're going to do. Just add a block for right now. Not the most logical solution in the world, but it does give it a bit of a presence, which is good. The rest seem to match pretty well, so I don't need to worry about them too much. Alright, let's get up in the air a bit. I want to see where I'm at here. Are we happy with what we see? Pardon me. Yeah, okay, let's put up some torches and we can do one more run. I'll go a few more minutes. We just need some torches to make sure we don't get any bad guys spawning down here. Okay, so our last order of business of the evening is we'll do the blending either tonight or tomorrow or off camera. I'm not entirely sure what, but we're going to go around real quick. We need to make some more stone. About nighttime anyway, so that'll work out fine. Alright, so there's my stone, and there's my other, and we'll bleed it through later. Gonna work a little bit longer before the dark comes. Okay, let's think. Probably going to do stone here. Stone. Definitely stone. Not entirely sure about the outskirts of this. Oh, poo. Didn't mean to get myself murdered there. We're going to need some more scaffolding too. We're going to be trapped. Won't be able to get out of there. But we'll have the wall up, which is nice. What are you doing? Get up in there. You trying to annoy me? Because you're succeeding. Hello, Berry Pumpkin. I don't know why you didn't get a notification. I did not do an add everyone though, so it might be my fault. I just put an announcement in the announcements. I figured anybody that wanted to see that I was streaming would see the announcement. It's what I did. I should have probably done an out everyone. I apologize. You're catching us here on the tail end. We're just getting ready to wrap it up here. I got to go to work tonight, so I gotta get ready. Now, there's an extra piece here. I think it's this one. I gotta figure this out. Give me a minute. I'm losing my mind. So how you doing, Barry? And welcome to the stream, by the way. But how are you doing today? How is things? You can blame me for the not getting a notification. If that helps at all, you can blame me. You can yell at me for it. Alright, I need to get my silky out so I don't get any more cobble. I'm tired. Bill's on. I'm still gonna get my bad. Should have been steadfast. I'm good. You're steadfast enough, Bear. I appreciate you, man. Don't worry about it. Appreciate you showing up and saying hi. Sorry that I won't be hanging out with you for very long. But I do appreciate you showing up. I did post the new schedule up, Barry, so you can see when I'm streaming and what my general schedule is if you're curious. So you'll be up to date if I'm doing something. You'll know what I'm doing. Trying to think here. I've got a problem. I've got 3 of these bad boys, and I don't want 3 of them. I think I'm going to remove this one and put it with a stone. Final tweaks. Maybe we'll do a little bleed through before we head off. I don't want to just leave as soon as Barry shows up. That's not very fun for anybody, so. But I do gotta get ready for work. Dad's going to be here pretty soon, so. Okay, there you go. That is going to be our inner part of our tower. Walls are done. Let's go take a look at it from above and see what we think. Let's do a little bleed. Pardon me. Let's do a little bleed through. I don't know if I have enough scaffolding for this, but let's give it a try here. Alright, so same trick as we did before. We've got the silky. So all we've got to do is every once in a while we're going to grab one of these. Maybe not that one. Maybe this one here. And possibly that one. And what I want to do is... Oh shoot, I didn't give myself enough height. Alrighty. So now I got a couple of mossy there. Now we just need to add a couple of plain stone on this lower batch. Just a little bit of emphasis. Not a lot. Just a little bit goes a long way. So maybe we could put a plain stone here. Be fine. Possibly put a plain stone. Maybe here? No, that's too much. Alright, let's see how that looks. Should do it on that side wall. A little bit of bleeding of the moss going up, a little bit of the regular brick going down. Probably need a little bit more of the regular brick going down, to be honest. We can swap these around. This is pretty heavy here. Let's put a regular brick here. Don't know about this music, but I'm kind of getting it. Alright, we'll put that into a moss, turn that into a moss, maybe turn that into a moss. Maybe turn that one into a moss. Alright. Then we gotta go figure out how to collect all these blocks from the outside there. That's gonna be fun. Alright, I think this one here will turn to a regular. Get us a regular, maybe here. I think I'm gonna grab this one here too. Alright, last side. Sorry if I went quiet on you there. I was thinking. You can probably hear the gears a clinking. What is this thing again? Well, Barry, you're supposed to have guessed what it is. But I gave you some hints in the reference images. Of course, this won't be as good as any of those reference images, but I gave you some hints there. And I think you kind of figured out what it was the last time I was streaming. You said you might have known what it was, but you'll never tell. So I think you know. Can't be sure though. Alright, let's get ourselves to sleep. We don't want to get caught by the batter, guys. Oh, poo. I can't get out of here. I'm stuck. And I think we need another fence post or two, but we'll just use some scaffolding out here. What was your guess, Barry? What was your guess as to what this is? Or did you want to share it? Alright, I think we was working on this side over here and we were trying to get some moss up there. So now we want to get some plain stone down here maybe. I think we'll put a plain stone here. And maybe here. Alright, that should do it. Just a little bit of an effect there. Oh, I see how it is. Alright, let's climb around the outside of the wall, see what we've got here. I think we have done enough for today. Definitely need to get ready for work, need to get some food. Let's see if we manage to capture any squid. Barry, I am looking for a tutorial for catching squid. Very simple black ink or squid farm or however they call it. I gotta look it up. So if you want to look for any of that and let me know what you find, I'd sure appreciate it. I'll figure out something to put here instead of these blocks. I don't know what it will be right now. Alright, let's go look. Oh, well, we got a squid right here. Let's get him. Well, let's see if anybody's left me any ink sacs anywhere, because they like to drown on these things. I don't know how or why, but I haven't seen any lately. I don't see any ink sacs floating around. I don't know about you guys. Alright, let's get a distance view of this. We've got 2 viewpoints. Let's do one down from here and see what it looks like. Oh, here we go. Of course, that might be just what I picked up. Oh, did we run out of space? We've got a vine. We'll grab the squid ink. I need that. Okay. Every little bit helps. All right, Barry, does that help you figure out what that might be a little bit better? Sit there on top of a cliff, right by the ocean. Yeah, but I'm looking for an easy one. Simple resources. Nothing complicated if I can help it. I'll do complicated if I got to. I like it. I like how that's looking. It's looking good. Axolotls. Yeah. Nice way of putting that there, spelling that out like that, because otherwise you might not pronounce it right. Alrighty, well, Barry's gonna decide if he wants to give a final guess as to what he thinks this structure is that I'm building here. I want to look at it from another angle, real quick like. And then we're gonna wrap it up, and I'm sorry to leave off from you all of a sudden there, Barry, but I am getting tired stumbling over my words, as you can probably hear. And I do need to get ready for work. I gotta get myself a little pumped up and energized for that, so... Okay, what can I do here? I want to put as much of whatever this is in here. Well, we want the andesite for the next one, and we want the plain stone. So what we don't need is the dirt. What we don't need is the bricks. We don't need the ladders. Sticks and stuff we can put away. Okay, and that should be good enough for now. We'll work with the villagers later because we have to get some more levels and get that helmet put on me. I'm coming along. It is coming along. I hope that this thing is going to be as cool as I hope it's going to be. I don't know if I've got the sizing right. Couldn't say, but I'm holding my breath. Next time we start, we're going to be using these blocks here, and we're going to be doing 3 or 4 or 5 rounds of it. That's the plan for the next episode. Alright, I got an extra piece of diorite I'll throw in here. We'll take all this other stuff. Squid ink we'll toss into my thing here. So that's 18 die towards Sir Marin's astronomical 54 stack goal. I'll have to turn that into a double barrel to be able to make sure I've got enough. Alright, I guess we can put the cobble in here for right now. We can put the sticks over here, that's good enough for that. Take this, put it there. Don't need eyeballs, thank you very much. Alright, then we'll work with the villagers next time I come on. We'll get my tools fixed up a bit more. Do I have any other stuff to trade with them? I think we're all good. That's all we've got. Okay. Uh-oh, we've got a stray batch of block there. And I need to have one more crafting table. Otherwise, I'm going to come up short when I need one. Let's get this block put away. I can keep stockpiling the sugarcane until we're ready to go. Okay, we can grab this stuff and put that away. We'll leave the dirt. Music's kind of quaint. Deem me what I think it is. It's okay. It's okay. All right. I'm glad that it's all right, man. It's nice of you to show up and say hi, man. I appreciate it. Nice seeing you. Nice to get back into the schedule, even if, you know, you have to deal with resistance and all the internal stuff. It's nice to get back into it. I'll give you the playlist, Barry. I'll put it in the now playing. Well, it's not now playing anymore. But I'll give you the playlist when we get all done here, huh? Alrighty, well that concludes it for today, folks. We're going to get out of here. I'm going to get something to eat and get dressed and get ready to go to work and try to charge myself up so that I'm ready to do work tonight. I thank you guys for tuning in. Barry, thank you for joining and for any links that you might provide to a squid farm. So Marin, thank you for the respiration book, and I will work on that 54 stacks. I don't know if I'll make it, but I'm up for a challenge. Let me know your final guesses as to what you think the structure is out here. And I think I might let you know next stream. If you haven't figured it out or guessed by now, I think I might let you know next stream. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, let's go to the chat window. All right, chat box is visible. All right, and this is the so it's called the Sad Hour. Sent you a link. Pizza. I wish I had pizza. Pizza sounds good right now. Time to move. Can't sit in one position all night long. All right, I'll catch you all later.